NCA sensitization workshop ne forum on my radio stations and the companies have more authorization for front near to moon. Me this and to moon you would park a see a radio gold. Ain't you be home comment In the meantime, you can pay your utility bills with ease through EcoBank. And so pay your utility bills through EcoBank is very simple. Pay your postpaid electricity and water bills or DSTV conveniently on any EcoBank platform. Select the pay bills option on EcoBank mobile or pay online through the EcoBank internet banking platform. Remember, you can also pay in person. There are over 6,000 EcoBank Express points around Ghana or at any EcoBank branch at all. Use the EcoBank USSD code #770 star 770 hash. Forgive me, I got tongue tied there. Star 770 hash. That is the EcoBank USSD code star 770 hash. If you're a business entity, you can also pay through the EcoBank Omni Lite or Omni Plus channels. For your convenient payments, remember to always use EcoBank. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And as we start a brand new week, remember that if you've got to buy fuel, think about Goil. Goil remains your reliable energy partner. And so continue to enjoy the best quality and value for money from Goil Super XP and Diesel XP, as well as a trusted range of lubricants from over 360 service stations across Ghana. In the meantime, Goil says a very big thank you to you. Because of you, we're still number one, and we're still the CIMG Petroleum Company of the Year. Goil is good energy. Goil is proudly Ghanaian. Goil, yeah, they are. And let's go to school whilst you're still working. Simply because the lectures are on weekends, so you can still go to school and work. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the College of Distance Education, University of Cape Coast, where admissions are being opened for both education and business programs. Entry level is for WACC, SSC, diploma, degree, and mature applicants. For those of you who want to do your master's and MPhil top-up programs as well, reach out to the College of Distance Education, University of Cape Coast. Pick up your application form from any of the following banks: GCB, ADB, Zenith, Consolidated, Republic, Prudential, GT, ARB, and all rural community banks across Ghana, or any Ghana Post branch. UCC is the University of Competitive Choice. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, no, Srekwa, and Reverend Engineer, Mache.
Yeah,
Aquabanso.
yeah.
Also for your engineer, the nature say, what being both ways. National Communication Authority, Yawadanifia de Tremo, maybe I say sensitization workshop. and Forum for Radio Stations needed to omwa license from the Babe Jumane omwa your geom license from Musem. Not it's saying any rationale behind all of this.
Pacho radio me in chia Emma Etifuina na Kwame Mesmedawasi and the production team. So Akwenya Mode Amaye say Yembe Cheche Neme Mukakra.
Yo.
Inti I'm say afi 2017 yenya director general Fufrona ono ba so yen hwehwe Neme Mukakra na broadcasting services no won hwehwe no authorizations a wodi adwuma no eteden ni nti yehwehwe mu ye audit na audit no ekobai say na ebinim ho a won authorization no ewu ena wogusu di adwuma ebinom ewu won apply for renewal na so won krata for renewal no ensoin ena wogusu eye adwuma nti no ekobai say na wo say wotwetwe ebinim aso nti ebinim ho a won apply krade bo ye dumu e ma wo gya adwuma ye ena won apply a ensoin no ye ma won akwenya so wonyi won ho ano ana ne aka no won famra within 30 days won famba no ye ma won fines but na fine no na ebia ni susu kakra enti no me kai say 3 months later Minister of Communications Honorable Esther Uswe ma reprieve or ye chi mu half but still na ebi ni mu say susu enti what they call tribunal ye adwuma no ye one of the few sectors are your dedicated tribunal your electronic communications tribunal since you take decision be na say when you engine ho a utimi di ko ho na wahwehwem na what they call tribunal no tribunal ni rule is the ni nyina as far define one if you say nipa no ne license ni wu a na ewu oni kwan say o ye adwuma wa revert to the position of a new applicant enti ni sunsanso ne say yebejije yebama wo nyina agya adwuma kɔdum pempenso a odi application foforo beba na afi yahwe na yesade ama won biom njanu ne yekurakura mu a na ebinim apply ne ade na edum pempenso a na yahwehwe mu a no bosumi etwa mu ya and I am board the new board of the NCA down with you know will approve new authorizations and renewal applications ana ekobai say wonga woja adwuma ye bribi atwam no wonde no so one new applications no board no ejatum na board ne share say ne asi no ye mpese ebesi bio na ekobai say ebinom ida say wan ti ase ana say woni epa ne ma bi ho na ema ne bai ne bai nti ansa na ye de new authorization ne be ma won no yem frɛ wo nyina mra na ye nkyerɛkyerɛ won nhyehye a ewo frequency no ho authorization no ho nyina sɛ na be ya enkoba sɛ obi ani be pa ho ana obi rebefi na ama ani esi no asan asi biom nti ye sensitization seminar ya wo de atwa mu ni fi de atwa mu na eno no ye no ye no won fa emrani mu na conditions ewo authorization ho nyina nti yetintim sakrata yi key conditions to note obi oba bia no ye ma ne baako eno no summarize nhyehyɛ a ewo mu nyina ema won se na be ya se wo de to wo desk ho a se biribia na wahwɛ ne kakrakra se na be ya wo be kai anamo a wo se utu wo be maintain authorization a aban dia ma o si fire adwuma no
na why is shame into one to one ase
ye jedi sa because ye wie no feedback a ye nya ne say eyi pa se niam bia na nka kan won ti ase no won ti ase won aye dia ma won foforo ne say no ya ma won infi edusia 60 days am I right so won fentua won authorization fees utua authorization fee ni wie so a e wo say wo hihye wo free na ye ba ebeye inspection no so e wo krata we musu yetin ya kire won niama ye ba ye be hwe ni na inspection checklist ama ya list sa niama ni nyina se na be ya wankasa no be check wo ho ansa na watu nsafre NCA for inspection se na be ya ye ba Erin Koba say your failure will be home. Nti feedback no was very good. Say and I want to no what you say. Na fe won hu ne say we siesie won so ansa na wat to nsafre.
Opanyin Nkrofri kasa de daw radio stations ados when hadodo. Na Masandi over 100 I know 100 and something.
Okay, nti 133 no enye ni nyina na ye foforo.
Nyani nya na ye foforo.
About 95 here one awada so wo ha one authorization no ewu and apply for renewal. I will apply for renewal and so was a board approve. Nti nyini nyina na ye foforo. E na afi new ones na so no emu 13 do abiesa one a na nka kan we ye adwuma ebi na bobo wendi no. Aha, one so kasa number we ho.
Okay.
Nti ne ye foforo kra wo mu no aduonu anum 25.
And then for crown.
And then so a 12 pity or my money.
Yeri so say a dose don't know yet become.
And in Crony Bioha, your station will crony mancasa, say Bibinia, Ubetiman and Tobacco Hana, so for car Britia will be able do. Aha, Intino, yes, you've been a community radio.
Okay.
Aha, why and cranka crow crua, and the bois, or my no mrano. The only reason you bet me I can say ma obi authorization is a uni frequency nya frequency wo sabiano emma sawoniano if it's a share chapter 12 of the constitution na emma a cherempo sanka wunhia license any form of license to start any form of mass media na mom so be kaya radio eye case in by in 1993 and Mr. Sabre no man paying and lawyer Emma Independent Media Corporation of Ghana Radio Eye. Now we release objection bra I bind the one call court no.
Yeah.
Now a court Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court with a majority decision of 5-1. A rule is a frequency no say am fa and she say am to na one nje ho authorization e de saka beba ho adwuma ye no. Enu nti na ehu hia say obi be ye radio adwuma ugoje frequency authorization.
Yeah.
Na ekwokyere say frequency wo ha e wo se yede ma na wadi adwuma. It is the democratization of free speech. So yeah, eno na din ma yen say ye beka say importem ha obi abisa station bi e wo boko ana we a ye nka say frequency wo ha ye beka say FM.
Then I just say hearing call back to Sa Semi-Bioma stations more because what the Kawan and Tria intino ye one license and now ye doom na yeah, will we go back to that?
We are hoping not. Near open year or Diana Mr. Joan or by yes, Eduma you know. Also who say Lanka Yansu Yawana Mubia Yetua Ebeboa Tisenia Yebe Kai and Crofo in good time. Any identity or my fee automation processes biase.
Yeah.
Young processes no now. Yeah, investing into automation. Spectrum management system no. Sisiano system nanka sabe generate automatic notices. Was a nipa na ya ibu hana ebia fa obi ani so. And obi refi bibi.
Yeah.
But with the automatic system no. So into stations ni benya nkai even say wo fee situa. Invoice no will be automatically generated and sent. Now face so no brainy dua I was say oh deadline about betwam a e be send you notice e be aka 15 days aka send e be ya sanka kai no e be boa say o renew an ba be so a mrani say at least 3 months to expire no I was say we apply.
Okay.
But automation no e be boa to go see say 5 months to expire no e be generate automatic reminder. And our face, enter application process ni na online from sometime middle of next year. See, ya automate yem back end no. Next year later no, ya be automate ya be ma front end and so I available to authorization holders. Inti afi wa apply say bibi e missing system na be mo hu say akawe. Ni e ko ba ni say bebre wo ha or the application ni ba. Now share na task clearance ma. Na person say all the GR in common and quay. Ubu ha na Senate clearance ma. Inti we say sa nyama na kachi. Aha, nti ye hwe say kokoba ya bo won nkyerɛkyerɛ a ye de ama ho no. ɛbɛboa ma wɔn hu sɛ wofi adwuma no ase a afi biara no ɔbra ne ɔman ne mmara a ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛwɔ sɛ wototo wo tax tua ɛne wo senate tua ne ade no wobɛhwɛ sɛne ɛbɛyɛ renew abere ne du na yɛbisa saa nkrataa no a ɛrenkɔyɛ twima mentwi biara nti no
mebisa finally say answer mebisa finally no okay station see that no be fiase titru ne radio gold ne nyawaka
nti won se na mekan no yehwe anim sɛ oba betua sɛ authorization fees so obi tua ɔkyena nko a ebia ina bi achi ana acha na nsa achi no ebe generate final authorization no e de ama ho mpanyifo ama kwanya sɛ frequency na nka kan wo kura no yemfa no ansa ma wo aha ɛna yɛde ma wo wi a wo a na nka kan wo yɛ adwuma de me sure sɛ wo mfiri no ɛwɔ hɔ deda wo nti no wɔbɛto wɔyɛ ready sɛ checklist na yɛde ama wo no wa pass bibia wɔbɛto nsa frɛ na yakɔyɛ inspection inspection ni wie na bibia de din a na yama wo authorization for test transmission na no de wetima ka jatum sign openya ma ya say broadcast monitoring system a no so no ema automatically ni bribia no monitor frequencies no ni deviation any RDS parameters ni adi nyina nti no so ya kyerɛkyerɛ won sɛ ya check ni ama ni nyina nti won sɛ won so wo hwɛ won free sɛ na be ya saa won adwuma yɛ no ɛrenkɔba sɛ wo be violate nhyehyɛ bia ɛwɔ
anyway ya ebe
pachoyo
yeah that's it
me so me da masi bebre na mpɛ sɛ me de na ase so ma mpanyfo aboa ma ya bedu mpanyfo ayedui minister honorable Esla Uswekufo ebesi ya da na ase bebre yɛn board chairman ene na apamfo a wɔn aba foforo a wɔre boa yɛn kwan bebre Mr. Emil
Isaac Emil Osebonsu
pachoyo Osebonsu and our face parliamentary select committee on communications chairman honorable Morrison and a ranking member ABA Fuseni da we nyina ase and adwuma we de boa NCA and adwuma yetu ni kankane FM stations yi ehwana muntu ayetu da mase bebre
so that's here Reverend Engineer Edmund Fianco, acting head of engineering ewo NCA say mutie Peace FM na say ono na eja oka ho sisi odum ye na ye ho akire
amudi mu huni
yo ye di huni India that's no pay. Peace 104.3 Reverend Engineer Edmund Fianco, acting head of engineering NCA. Thank you very much. Na studio num anopay Ben Aye, former MP Upper Denchira West, aspiring to become the Central Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Ben Maje.
Yeah, Chairman General.
Boko there. No, Boko, yeah, that's no pay. And I Joseph Osafo, University Professor, Head of Psychology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. Prof Maje. Boko there.
Boko.
Na. Okay, I say be I'm actually my baby so. LGBTQI plus AQZ. Why no?
Oh, you know, take him out.
As you say,
from
your point of view as a psychologist, as practitioner, you know. Because the debate there is good.
I say my point of view as also for the you don't need to guess.
Yes. Oh no, correct. I mean, your position is quite obvious.
Clear. It's obvious. But Ayana, faith for the and they are usually. I know the from my faith point of view, the are non-negotiable. But I am per se from a certain neutral perspective,
okay,
which is health. Oh, come here, sir. As me a bar near Takaso is a private affair. But as I say, a kind of clear not obeying a Santiasiano. Nowhere in the world, and as has through research been proven it's a private affair. It's not true. It is a public health threat.
Public health threat?
Yes. I just say a young dear nipa no to me a ye edishe baby. Now the entire night by public health threat and say the advocacy ne come on, which is the seeming attempt from the community to recruit now your data and evidence all across the globe. Actually say the advocates no acquire or even crash kindergarten is seeking to recruit young people into this behavior. And when
seeking to recruit.
Oh, yes. Say mofra getting primary school, kindergarten, crash. So you start from there. Now, if you say I'm a omajune atro afa sexual orientation. Now come sexual orientation here then. It is just the attraction obi say towards something and I say towards obi. The romantic attraction, the sexual attraction, the psychological attraction obi so na eya na it I can say adibia inborn dia wonipa no. And so if you say from a stage now outro na dwene ehunu say sexual orientation it's normal. Say obinya feelings. Say we be ma obinya feelings for bema. It's normal. Say obinya or your ba obinya feelings for ba. It's normal. Say oh feelings no winya towards dua and towards aboa and towards any other inanimate object. And this is first an established fact. Say be no a private matter. It is a public health crisis. Again, if you move the way sometimes it to me Emma HIV is spreading. Sometimes it to me a day yarwa hodo colon cancer ni ade nyina. Nti share CDC from data crowd release over the period. In fact, life expectancy, yarwa hodo munya, suicidality, ya Ghana hanono. Ofa mrantewa ne mbaya Moses memua ofe numua bienu. The past 1 year no engage in self-harming behaviors which will be suicidal, and it's a public health threat. More times are very suicidal all over the world. No, or share the way depression, anxiety, and high amongst them. And the comment and must be clearly stated. Secondly, say we share debate ahodoa every year. Say what if you sit where I sit as a practitioner? You know, sometimes it's very easy to sit at a certain place or share a certain thought. The old can now say wait here, I'm right. Oh now. But come say Oti Abrantoa, they say 12 years, they say 13 years, they say 16 years, they say 14, 17. Now, Okana somehow he was recruited. In fact, come in, you say about more than 60% of one homosexuals or more common stories actually say they were recruited when they were young. They were in their teens.
Yeah.
As compared to heterosexuals who began exploring their sexuality just about 22%. Now look at the difference. And so sad difference he say Abrantoa 14 years to him. 17 years. Now was started at age 12. Now sabi na chini na say. Me eja me oba boy. Na obi be catch me say and writer. Now from a health perspective, it is difficult. Say I can get my head around this.
From a health perspective.
Yes, say me nyano. Say me nyano say colon cancer is on the rise amongst them. I don't know say me jano. In fact, from my practitioner perspective, Ghana Kwame, which is the third point, the behavior as we see in Ghana is often a union between a sexual pervert and a victim. A sexual pervert and a victim. I just will be a one way opinion. Now, no can be I express it the sexual behaviors. When ya abrante we be a life circumstances are buffeting is a be a victim.
Yeah.
Ebia onieja oniena on the street so. Ebia okusku you need my all of this are processes of victimization. A manipa no obeye ha 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 ha. Enti no obeshi obi a ne nsem obibi. No one catch and say meet me abo. Enti remember and these are things we hear in a clinic. Meet me abo remember. Na ofi ase so do my no. Data and evidence is showing say one a day mofra wuremu and emranto wuremu around the coast no. They often were paying 50 cedis, 100 cedis, 10 cedis. Yet no room. It is also showing, say, Kwame, this behavior is also show a certain level of male prostitution. It's a public health issue.
Male prostitution?
Yes. Now, obeying to me and defend it, say we who say, come here. Now, security issue now, I can say more than 40, is it 70% of Ghanaians? No, more than, let me correct me if I'm wrong, but about 70% of Ghanaians are about age 40 and below in the security report. What that means is that it is a very young population.
Yeah.
Now, if you are dealing with a young population from a psychological perspective, I mean, especially for women between the ages of 13 and 19, and I can stretch even to about 22. No, a young adolescent period, no, it is fraught with adventurism, sensation seeking. Adibia, Nipana explore, and in the exploration of that, they can make mistakes. We shouldn't forget that at all. They make mistakes. They make life-changing mistakes. They make destiny-wrecking mistakes. And Daniel Brabone Dane on Shebre, they can make it. And he said, if we cannot structure a mofrei, say one show then why do we need training? Why do we want to raise them up? Because you need say one brabo to me a done it a bit my coach no. Enti and yes structure na mom say we as soon as sorry we as soon as sorry we. And the man are exploring a young continent. The geopolitical distribution of South Bay, Osha, right from Euro America. Na a hodie a yaji but a yamun now crampon. Osha baby to say Russia. Over 70% of them are against this. Hungary, the MSN answer what did you see? Could be say Singapore is criminalized.
It's criminalized in Singapore.
Yes.
Okay.
And over the rest of the world, I won't say areas like Latin America, part it's a yajin hiniho. But places like Middle East, MSA apart from Israel, Israel close more than 40% edituno. Over maybe it is Saudi Arabia anyway. Wow, non-negotiable.
How do you work?
And it's a worship party, the most virgin space. Obey to me. I pick advocacy strongly in Africa.
Yeah.
And no crampo we South Africa. Magic crowd no crampo no still I say fool you. Quite a sizable of them are against it. And it say Saka Africa. And why would they be able to get Africa? Come here, very simple factors. It be and say Ayana Bibi Amadrian Kakra as an African scholar. Now in some of my publications, I don't make metaka. The African scholar, most of the time, is not assertive.
It's not assertive.
Yes. Adia, as I say, you see, when you're a scholar, one of the first obligations is to work within your context. Now, why should Nema a boy? Because look, geopolitical distribution and place may be a United States in India. Yebu Yebrano. Factors, several factors influence the way Yebu Yebra. And the way a professional, I was serve or context. Look at your context. Some Bria Ghana, now 20% of our young people in Ghana are suicidal. 20%. And the obedient to me can't let me say, from a health perspective, say, if 20% are suicidal, now already suicide is very common among this group. So what can I say? I'm right. You don't know the public health damage in terms of health. What the baby to my issue. Eba yenga kreya doctors ka kreya wo psychologist kakra wo, psychiatrist kakra wo, na because adwuma sorry. But adwuma it's an abuse also of your yɛbɛbrɛ papa. Say enkrofo epemwa. Omanya psychological damages, omanya medical damages, no muhia moa. Enti ye hano economics. Sometimes American socio-economic factors.
Ohia kan.
Enti obi na wuremu. And na yen so professionals no, we are non-assertive. Be biara be free west abe biara no na yere. But in your own backyard, Kwame, there are people there who are very opposed to this. Now the Caucasian culture no, baby didn't nipe kono. And the nipe ko a certain line of perversion. Now some perversion mentions kakra. Kwame, I am not going to say nipa. Oh, human beings are free to do what they do, and that se feelings about manipa quite. Obio psychology obedience make no correct no correct na. Okay? Human feelings, any human behavior, number one. Every human being has the potential to change.
Every human being.
Yeah, done it for the worse or for the better. Every human being, and this is a common knowledge in psychology. Only be to me son abrabo. Obet me and you know a criminal. Obet me and you a a good person. And you're one. The other person, another point, and say, people don't change because they choose not to, and yet because they cannot. There are two keywords. People don't change because they choose not to.
Just what said
that non-person, and yes, say own to me as a son. And the know we say, oh, now I didn't know my that never say a show. I know correct. You can choose. Come here, you say. Even your personality. So personality often determined sometimes at birth because of certain genetic predisposition. With guided therapy, you can alter your own personality.
Okay, about genetics, ebisu patches say you want to
okay, my member how just a minute. And that is one of the arguments I say and also say Kwame. There's no doubt. Say nature. And here I like to use the word nature. Nature doesn't make a mistake. I'm not talking about God. I want to say, from a biblical perspective, procreation, Genesis 1:26-27. Now, Oshira must say, but subsequent to that, no, that procreative way no is being given to man.
Okay.
And the Obani be Meshia, na omo come humbo mo.
Peace FM.
Omo wari no mawo. Bi kura wari, but omo shia bu no mawo. Sa nyinse no mo no. So many things can go wrong.
Okay.
Tebi o horma ye hu bi ya wono intersex. Ye hu bi ya wono or clear neuroanatomical disorders. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's no qualms. You see, what here come in? Seven Siamese twins.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ye hu ma ya wo ma am sickle cell. You won't say genetics.
Yeah.
Those things are there. Now mum dey ten say you say because nature make mistakes. That is why we keep on embarking on the technological medical advancement. You're correcting them. And my example, Siamese twins, you woman, you can say most of the time, I'm not sure what can be done. Now you separate you.
Yeah.
Recently, in the TBBC, you almost a breakthrough in what we call autoimmune disorders.
Yeah.
You're developing a vaccine. A bit to me are correct as we are treating permanently. Yeah, to me are transplanting a face. The last time I check here, we have transplanted penis, we transplant heart, we transplant lungs. In fact, Kwame, if there are neurochemical mistakes, girlie, yeah, if a South African girlie, the case no, so why are we asking her to go for hormonal treatment? Yeah. Because you want to say nature has made a mistake and it can be corrected. The first error in this debate is for anybody to assume that homosexuality is determined at birth. Come here, no correct. Take it from me. Now, mono, yawo ni maybe to me influence. There are two key words. I will say, baako determinism and a baako influence. You can say, come a determine B. You say, between A and B, no, nothing will happen. Na ma BSc. AC pa BBC. And come say Anopheles mosquito. Yes, Okawa. Not releasing to you the plasmodium parasite na. Obenyama malaria. Tiwunya anti-malaria drugs are. Na you say B no which is the malaria no is dealing with it. And only for determinism. Just say a can be asono esia we Asia BBC. But yes, I'm a genetics take kwame. No. Now there's a part of your brain now. Are you ready to acquire language? Say, Oma made the Tana, China. Kabana one Chinese no. Afa. The environment. And so a major contributor. And the human sexuality, yes, is influenced by genes. Heterosexuality, the drive to be homosexual. The biggest study ever is here recently, 2019, actually say, Kwame, there can never be and there's not a single gay gene. Now, what they found was very interesting. They saw that a group of genes, it may not influence certain sexual behaviors among homosexuals. The same group of genes now, I must say it may influence sexual behaviors. No? They influence the following. They influence cannabis addiction. What did you? The same group of genes, no? They influence cannabis addiction. They influence drunkenness and also alcoholism. They influence sensation seeking. Nature say it is very possible. Says you know, it could be within the remit of what we call addictive behaviors. You to me a young wajuma. And no ye be I was a tiasi. And the obia ya wana or certain neuroanatomical or neurochemical problems be an tiasi say. Ye to me correct it. Obia beka say it me correct be a obwa.
Ye to me correct it.
Oh yes. And then I could my last by 2 points. Come here, be from conversion therapies.
Conversion therapy.
And it means from sexual orientation change effort. The attorney say, the various professional associations in the West, America to be specific, I can say, Obi obeys IDBA and they won't say normal. The other they say, a normal, why do you want to change a normal behavior? Because they're normal. Now, to be honest and fair to them, no, somebody no come, a quite normal faso, a treat no, no, shakra. If you are honor, you shock, you introduce shock to your body. If you are honor, they have to open up
shock therapy.
Yes, you open up your back vertebrae. Now, I hear if you are honor, the jaw naked near the opposite sex, just to see whether you have a reaction. They were quite crude methods.
Crude.
But it's a share mental health history and the way I treating Crawford. Coming where it has all been fraught with crude methods of treatment. And everywhere you are refining no. Your personality disorders. So be honma on the bankasa, on the pensia, anything more day. But you see them as a disorder. It was a political ploy. And a man is a free nosologists are who say it was not based on science. I was say it is a ploy. Say the moment free, won't be free. And then I try my face, you call it trans community, which is where Obi say of a bridge so. The way a bridge no, I also no. Then yaji into Obawari bridge no. Obi say men who pine, made a chikusia. Said the pine no. Me dey go so no go me you know, oh, I'm my feelings are sorry. And it never in pine no. Obi say me hu kramaya say you sit up na no fa no. Me nyana obey me kunu, I worry kramaya no. Now, come me conference me. Now I have a very interesting. We do want to be tea. Pon anwa otifam. Ose fa transable. Ono te say come here I want na me you want to be nanti. Now say a very I am said they mean to be nanti to meet na fam. Into your boy faka. Ono nanti na meet na fam. Ono twe upon the twice say or transable. Now you go see a conference almost say fire be I say mistake be nti yen na mpue Now, hey, I think we not America. Come say, what's on money? Transfer one time when you can go. Oh, Bribi also about the human feelings. When human feelings are uncensored, unregulated, uncontrolled, human dignity is a threat.
Okay.
Now, as I see, it is hard in a say, Obi also not say the feelings. So debate here again. It is also based on what people feel. Say me think I say when me yam me to mama crying. Now come it's a dangerous argument to make. Because make us say yeah, debate has started on pedophilia. Yeah. Pedophilia ye wonga almost someone named Mofra da or money geno, yeah mama crying. I started incest crowd here on some areas no agiatum kra
baby or Germany or
agiatum and the US and so agiatum. Where are we heading towards? The dignity of human behavior must be kept. Maybe we also level you know me kase wame here I think as a nation say the time has come for us to be assertive when it comes to values. As I said, painting say this is or these are Ghanaian values. Now, yen no yen fan fa ho. Na momo nso no yen fan ka ho say. Emo bi nso enka say because debate yi ko sunti no. Yen ko fan kontimba sekan ejan. Na yen hwe say obi a ne ho say oba bi a no. Yen fan grem no. Ne nku no. Eno no nso is against the law. Say nipa no eka say identify kwara say o kan ho a. You have no business. Say, oh, for second say, Yanko Nipano. And no dear, and see a cow near Sakani ye. Because one owns a crewman or Yana Obi, or Bacazoma Huno, send you sin Antifano. Sometimes you'll be a minimum officer, a Kadanka Yekuno, because you're very effeminate. Oh, Huna, not the sober, but on yes, as to be. It said, non so you can't ye bar, no man for whom say. Yanyintum so mine. Yanyintum say Kokrokoo because of its health consequences of your religious view, your family views, your cultural views, Namu the yan son say. So when we say nipa no obi yebi. Na ususu or imagine ususu so yebia. You have no business say okofa kuntimba.
Okay.
Now I can say into so sa embra and the yejuma. After all, Kwame. Embra on that 8 years may you. The current bill is only expanding it. Na ka say the kaka woni nyina de wonga waren krama ne de ka woni nyina ne wonga advocate nyina yan kanche mo say ye hadie so wono madu pa yate ase omo de madu ho atra na mum prempren ya baby Ghana nam in her developmental trajectory ne de samprempre say Jesus man to this nation has a problem and a battle. And I can tell you from a health perspective and as a practicing psychologist, say it make a mistake. Now may you can say, oh, there be an to be into now omunya freedom. A bay mobile because the challenge of dying say a man to one. And the amendment who know at least in my practice as a psychologist, no, Kwame, this is not something you are happy, say, Obeka say. Peace
104.3. We've had a complete lecture this morning from Professor Joseph Osafo, Head of Psychology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. Na Ben, then I'll be the account.
Chairman General.
Yes, sir.
We didn't say in a standing ovation here and say, Mama Prof. Nanka Yapon.
What says you teach any of
Nanka Yapon, Nanka Kofi. Tea. We need to be able to become a bonabaso. Let me just say, I'm here the usual politics better. That is other topics better now. Do Dinka Kano and thank you very well.
Oh,
Amamfobi. A Johnny say, I can know tearful in will be a coffee of this lecture. And so, Eja, does ye come on the Bayakam? Banana, Prof. Akan.
Yeah.
The all Asopano. Ontie, ni. ɛna baabi a me de anase or emphasize ya me ne sa kra ya adwene say it's not about them.
Yeah.
And yes sir omo na enya omo asem. To the extent say ono enya nasem. And so so no ebi ebe ka me no nti. And na say ye nyina yetumi sorry. Na ye boa ye nuanom a ebia for whatever reason omo fi say ehɔ ne ekwampa no. Enye kwampa. To say ekoso ebo the rule no. Na yesakra omo nyina na again. Law no bill na ɛwɔ parliament sisi ano.
Yeah.
Nipa no bebree so enya abotre enkan mu anase ntietie ni nyinaa. Ya sure say omu tietie ni nyinaa. All bill no 6 to say na propaganda. Ye wo yem values, ye wo ya manye ne ya mamre. E wo say ye bohu ban.
Yeah.
Because see you lose that one so there, let say we are doomed. Meanwhile, ye bohu ban. Na ye church say we say amanfo ye de say any de fata no sana like any other kophobia efum mra na say tisa kromfo and say tisa any other person bia o ye bibi ti amra no emra so ma ye ankranko no so kwan say ye de mra be hye asem say me hu say we ye bibi ti amra nti me de mra na hye me sem na me amen na di da bi nti o say nya so ya we say yes simple obi e was at bia no mu a emre ye da parliament no e won hihye a e bebo sa nkrofo no so e ho ban
tese uni kwan so beko akoyo ma yakaka de
debi emre bia nhye won so nsem se okoyo obi ayaka de emra no kwan a ene o man kasa bedi na mra no kra so sa wo kwan a omummo bia o so hia ebetumi I bring them back to me say minka so mo sense so say omo normal behavior so emra no kwan all kinds of support inbuilt support systems de bebo me think emra ne de bill ne de uhwemu to a large extent no bill papa yes I'm the parliament ba ochina
yes
so far I'm saban for so de memoranda bebre mati say at the last count now about 140 sa ne ye hye mra omo delete be film no mo insert be film no at the end of the day empire boy say bill no comes out a better bill a be consolidate your values na aboyen as for mine eti chairman general kakra meka dia ka ho an
Medase Ben Aye, former MP Upper Dinchra West, aspiring Central Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. I have some more LGBTQI pluses. Hong Kong. Yene man penyin na do din komo have na de twem no. Yawa de twem. Because I said that was the last question I may be sad no. So can say in common we should be tolerant of opposing views. Na obia enchen nadwin ansana say ye de build no be adwuma de adwuma na me e fan konkɔ te say I say tintin to be amem. Ben odwen was saying opposing views because AI say omo pe bill no omo gina fa akọ ena omo maka say yendwin hu kwa chire ti say Professor Gajekpo akoto ampa onom omo so pa say yen hwade no mu yie but ya koye say ebi akọ form ho tan intin is either for or against. Is that how the discussion should go?
Well, Chairman.
Yes, sir.
In a crime mancha in Crawford.
Oh,
mancha prof and lecture but the decan of child with tear for now professor last Ebisha Hano 2 and 4. Yeah. So pass my catching Yamia to your catching from it be found from us from us so I'm say and you may so 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, that both sides need nasi. So my tolerant for each other now. A empire boss say and you better 2 years ma bibisa nkonkosi weekend is was a Friday.
I
started from Friday. At the MPP Central Region, the Kokrokoo Regional Conference, Cape Coast. Nyamia dum bibia koso. Boko. Na chairman, na mnizo baba ho.
Mentimi amba.
Nipa mienu pe. Ene yekoji ade ni na boss or grounds.
Yes, sir.
Do unofficial, ni enka ho. Ba ko ye wa onu abe na ye. The incoming regional chairman.
Correct.
Idru ho na bibia ye din even though officially ya introduce me.
Oh.
It's no bibia ye din. And the second person so your former chairman Bute.
Okay, be him.
Chairman Bute so called National First Vice.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Also koje fans who are fine.
Nice.
I hope so also between me win National First Vice.
Nice.
And then run so you could jam in na ya mami.
Oh.
Ewo. Eya Dr. Baumia ne mami. Once again ya mabusia for ni nanso shedding.
Amen.
Chairman am say assembly ne kana president e kan.
Yeah.
Ghana had the say about the issue of tolerance to a large extent. To a large extent. Say yeah yes. Otimo akame kakra bi betumi abam. Wentwi kakra bi betumi abam, but to a large extent no. Say yeah yetumi tolerate each other. Yetiti hey the way Christians, Muslims yetumi etna fie ye bibia together, with the passports Kokrokoo hasi yetumi ye beye ho debate is a stadium ni akobobo na ba ko elusu na. I mean, you just make references and share, even tribal what have you, we make jokes. And then to some extent, politicians says man. Otherwise, in Kokrokoo boarding school those days, now it me make jokes out of Obia tribal fee to make us say we mu be a concert for we say it make can hear the to us to extent to me say a boy building and together as a people. Sana kogu from Ponso akofane dia abebo. LGB one so the dia abebo. Yeah. Enye dia ebi ebe support. Say e see mo kwan no mo ye do mo pe bia. Ena ebi so en support. Say enukwase mo kwan because of whatever reasons. Na yaye nipa ya enye animal kingdom where issue near survival of the fittest. But you to me she emra de regulate the yema yen de nyama yen. Na after ya shemra na wie no e na say one conform to emra na tisa fe emra to me wudi. It is a do stage. Na say okay issue aba no ebi mo so mo pe ebi mo support ene ye hye emra. Ebi no aduanum bi wa parliament the din kan private members bill the akwakoto parliament. And I said ye hye emra e wo man mu no. Ya ma kwan se ade sei ene aduanum bi e dia beto ha o. A ye pese ye hye homra. Nti obi a wo adwen kire bia fa ho bia no fa wadwen bra. We ka den e fa chi sei. Se baby ye black no officer no at the end of black there honor manager for your manager gray light gray and I said this and as we yen free yen fa we so meka ho yen say that is the stage I do sisi ya na nka we so yen tokwa ope Kokrokoo me pe hasa we so yen tokwa ope fufu me so me pe banku a we yen tokwa there be yen tokwa that is what we are all saying say at this stage of mrana ye be hihye no wo hadwen kire bia o ne menya dwen a emme attack me physically wadwen kire no wo no fa ko ba bia ye be hihye mra no me so me dia me wo no me so me de be ko ba bia ye be hihye mra no na ye debate ho ye mobo ho a ye bobo ho a no ye ntumi mobo ho so forever ye be bobo ho akosi some point bi ye de kokosi sa point no na dodo na no ejitum say benkum na osia defa it ends there omuwie or parliament ya de bɛkɔ kuma ɔmanpanyin so gitum wi a office ascenter na bɛyɛ ɔman no mra dis ɔmanpanyin ɛsrɛ sɛ sisi a stage a yɛdu no ɛyɛ adwenkyerɛ ɛbrɛ
yeah
nti obi a wo adwenkyerɛ biara no kyerɛ wadwen ma obi a mpopo no nyɔnko ma obi a hunhuna no nyɔnko obi a nka no nyɔnko kasaboa ɛnhyɛ anase nadwen ɛnhyɛ na yɛma saa freedom no ɛmra no obi a ntumi express ne views anase ne opinions without fear na ɛmmoa to shape bill no into a better act if you say a call in the right direction until it's up to be our officer or adventure be
on
Fankoto Parliament for him. Now you help a shape bill no for your future.
Medasi bena na a prof yeah catch and chancy and I'll be the back was sending me a 69-year-old man who identifies as a 45-year-old has begun legal action to lower his age.
Thank you.
Emil Rattleband says he has the body of a 45-year-old. He told Dutch newspaper The Telegraph, quote, "You can change your name, you can change your gender. Why not change your age?" Unquote. And the purchase is a trans millionaire.
Trans community, that's another serious idea ever.
Yeah.
Now, you the trans race. The same me ameti. Now my sorry say me a Caucasian. And you know me whom say me a Bruni. You obi already I think it was about 50 something or so a baby. And you know ya jino. Na yere na jino edna da court mu. Na ma no abofra bi ane. Na obon a diaper. Na nkora no we nyina oye. Yeah, could be another MSA about 2 months ago, and on social media, also a crime. Yeah, the way I send a command so or the way I send a command. Oh, whoa. Because Madame be from the US, or say IDBC or Nifie not. Mammy be the nurse Niba come baby, Abijina or Bacon, garage, she say, or you dear. Also, you dear. O maka ya ko catch them so ma me so edua osoro na be gina e na akwa na say okay o edua dia o ko sre so say be gidi ntwa bia basa to ko sre so odua bi si ne we ntie ma na kwan na ntwa ana so mo ba na dua bi si be bi na ana mo ka sese edua no to ma na kwan so metwa e na ko pe do ma machine te ja dua na ba be gina wa be gina e be say garage na chi ano power de no na biara de mirika ko no ne hai kwame biano fe biano anse no I say me movie o de mirika jani afri oko
na we dey one question back one chairman general Adaroma prof do you visit US for any Dutch ambassador or Mr. Anime trans ya said okay or china na me nipa ba ko fi I am free no ba no say me fi say me American and I'm from Netherlands 18 month passport na me come kroma would they agree?
Oh merci and thanks for that. They will not.
And they will not.
Oh, they will not. I just say oh come the econo Sandy so it's a cultural and a moral war.
Yes.
Now let me think no maybe a Caucasian culture edi nipa dignity econo. It is stretching, and they are not very far. Ama, Anchebia, as I'm the kind of say pedophilia, the argument is hot. What person more frantic? I could have back it already, baby.
More frasing.
What more frasing? About the baby, 6 years back at so, Daddy, I want to marry a baby of 70 years. The truth of the matter is that, Kwame. Human beings have the proclivity to be perfect. And no, we no me religion kwa mansa. Enipa beribi wo yemu a edenda yama yebetumi abeye niema ense nemfata. Enti sociologically no, and anthropologically, structures are na egu akwemu in communities in our societies, in families, is to shape human behavior.
Yeah.
Now, sa dear no, and Caucasian culture, if you see piano, say, Melipana Quine. No one can no. Come and say, me catch your mind reality among them. They are so worried about their culture. Very, very worried. I mean, say, what kind? The Molenbeek books are, it's one of the most, arguably the most authoritative materials on the LGBT and the our serious materials in there. Now, Obi Obeka say, yeah, my kind, me see Obi say, of a bridge, so bridge no, so no. Feelings so nya no.
Of so I bridge.
Oh, to worry bridge, you corner of the worry bridge no. As a man na no kind no, me no na adwen. Na the attorney say, Kwame, sir, Subeyi start here no. As a head of department, me nya call.
Yeah.
Couple of times I would say a bit more schools are more recruit to a school for. Now, it be some free, almost some free psychology department, University of Ghana.
Wow.
And you know correct. We don't do that. Near yen so. And you know say, Maman can say, whatever inflames passion is often related to fundamental beliefs and perspectives. Adebi ema teka sorry biano eya na saade no is touching on adebi a very crucial. This country by and large no e be timi aka say eya mpasa ye say enye is a secular state. And not the remember catching ko say ka e bia na be say ka but come as a researcher, this nation is a religious nation by behavior and every expression. Study anywhere I published over 70 papers. Am I in Ghana? People don't look at what they are saying from religious lenses. It's almost non-existent. Obia kasa, obe say, or the religious lens FM, say, and no come on, and I'm a passions. Now, sorry, no, because I say it is touching on fundamental issues. Now, Mono, I put you now. I'm beginning the aban. Need you can say. And say so be additional dream say. Peace and then say Osume see be. And Timamenko, Namenko in year.
Yeah.
Menko Bruno. Menko ne chintano, there be, and not dear. And come on, say Bear no Mukurano. No, it's still at the draft stage. One I can say, yen shall be mono, many of my dream. Fundamentally, I support a bill.
Fundamentally, you do.
Principally, I support the bill. Now, my bill on the stage, no money, it can be asked no, my own areas and getting it be I will say any. Now, you're talking that I'm paying for now, a bit now, because I can put the away. But fundamentally, I am for it. Say, sir, Subeno. From where I sit as a professional, everybody krum ha yema yan yebono. Namuno, even in the bill mukurano kwame, it makes room. Say ubia or pese yeboano. You won't find this in any bill. Obia, I'm telling you, ubia pese yeboano no. We are ready to help. On my ibe to me, I assertive. Now I can say for the first time, sexual orientation effort, change effort American. Say, come say, Oko Boa BCC say, Wabase Uya Sexual Orientation Change Effort Program in the US. Your license will be withdrawn. Wow. In fact, in 2017 in Brazil, Obi Echo, a professional psychologist in China, say, so when you are practicing wabre, Opeso Jai, and a Nipane Boano. Oh, now, and my professional station adding license. They withdrew his license.
I know about the boy.
Oh, because the idea they say, I want to say, now that is also the infringement of the person's fundamental human right. If it is his right to choose to be gay, it must equally be his right to be to seek a reorientation. And I acquired the court, and the court ruled for him. Say, I'm on funny lines as a man. So ruling no, the global professional association, I read the no, which trouble Brazil court. Oh, this is bad. That is bad. You see, Kwame, Miss Regana for the ban and paying for. Sir, the chino and wash it. It is a cultural war. Now, Meno, Mafemuno, I think that I'll say assertive. Say, yeah, you bet me develop our own programs here. A bit with your film. I have worked on this for the past 15, 16 years.
But you two say go for people who are she knew a bit me.
You know, then he has chosen not to.
Obi or
Yes.
where do know?
Yes, or say. Or say what me. But coming say there's evidence. There's evidence, over 2,000 years evidence. Say people who are homosexual changed. Evidence all. It is look, or be a professional, be a better say. They can't change. I can't say me come say I'm a boy.
Many are done quickly about the can assembly say upon chair waited 3 years, yes, and a year. I say upon chair waited 3 years, yes, and a year.
The reason why
baby when you near do Nessania Suban Winimun.
Come some addictive behavior to say smoking.
Yes.
And drinking. Ubet men you be have work on some of those. Ubet men you be a oba country will say in fact mean to me. Now in therapy no nipa na obo no the commitment, enthusiasm, any compliance to the way a key because we want to be enforcement on and the work I say can earlier say human beings have the proclivity to change but they choose not to change. And the opinion who Abeka say don't mean sad. In fact, it is against the a fundamental psychological principle. Anybody is sign, anybody is so. And the obey to me as son. Now, nipa no obey to me as no de on se san. Now, mo say nipa na kasa on se san so a. Yen to me kasa yen kuku no. Now, mo ni say ni suban na o ye no be daddy. They say na na book ya. Any ambra no hope fe say. How many daddy a yen jow. Eno krampon ni san na o once na headi we kura ba o. Eno de ho da na ka mboa. So no me is in there say you who say when you be da ye be chill ama Supreme Court kwa chance say sa unnatural way no e be man your be man one ne ho eda nti no de o ma kire ase clarify kama enti se nipa ne se onya ya eno obi ani ho say eno we say ko unya dia ma me fa bi mbo tim obi ani ho kwan sa if you say embra no bill nankasa munukra draft stage no so and make room I can clear say obien to me sorry and kasa mi susu say group you ha omo yesa tumutumu yi and me kwa hye mo me kwa twomoti me kwa pro mo dabi emra no makwa in fact bill no make provision to protect such individuals. And to be honest with you, so what should be on the pa Kwame, I think it's one of the most comprehensive bills on proper human sexuality, honestly. And the bill also sits within the ambit of Ghanaian values. And the Mejitum Pase and Sasa Obia Ekoka inflame by Monfam Kuntimankoa, and Mejitum Pa. Namono, Yanswa, ye pese, ye would have seen. Now I recruit a school from Yenjai. Yenjai because my family so they are right to choose. You cannot go or force your say. I'm on my journey. Idea a criminal idea. How do you open up say I'm who advocate for it? It is already criminalized in the country.
Yeah.
So you can't just go about and say be criminalized. Come finally. Come say chronobo. Obi as a person obo chrono. Come okronfo na dia say na maybe so.
There be not that I know.
Okronfo say it's a criminal behavior. Ah, tenase shisha bon na by say obey. But they know I didn't niempe.
That ain't can send right.
I didn't niempe. Say obi ehia obi kura kwame na sebe na dwen ase na obi ase attack wa. Embra krama ho kwa say betumi de o share action.
Yeah.
Akoma ne moa. It's there to forcefully commit them for treatment. And the sa adie eba the political issue are driving globally. And I can tell you on authority say among psychologists and psychiatrists globally we are divided over this issue.
Oh, you are?
Oh yes. the official position for American APA Psychiatric Association and American APA Psychological Association and the American Family Association, American Social Work Association, American Pediatric official position is say behavior a normal behavior. But individual professionals, they are opposed. They don't agree. Officially, me as a practitioner, means official no normal behavior. But when a practitioner, someone who is needed, conference no mental health conference be. Is a crowd. Some of them have gone through pains, challenges on the Bama Confiano Abase. Me now I can't over say, and my son became suicidal. Wow. And when we share more commercial, they are so hurt. And the AC organ, they are listening. And they insist, say, look, you people should stand your grounds. And you be beyond the free Caucasian culture na eba. I will say yejitum. Now it is about time, say means so. Said the African man. To me defending on one level within his context. No, who said the Ebeboa me na ye say Caucasian culture say o ma try no ma do wa. Here no kwame it took them years to get there. 500 years ago, na Britain tiseriety.
Yeah.
Na if you pani ade no mo so mo ho ba. Enti no ye de nu hwe. So mo se ye bedu ha yate ase. Na mo ye nu hwe. Mprempren de ye nu hwe. I shudder to say Kwame, the day anymore. As I say, you may ni come and a mranting jumaye employment issues. Dear ni bet me as of mine, near my mrantua every school 1 year jumaye. Near grow a GDP. Near pay human horror agro processing. They be a mamrantua enya a meaning for living. Now, yes, sir. Ye be piansa yama mukwana mwenye as Dabi. They need to live a dignified life. Sembranti and Maya Yuma Woye, ye Tiomoka, Namo contributing meaningfully to national development. Why would this be? Antowana, if it's in Singapore, Abidjan. They have criminalized this thing there. Now, I want pay means to help Mantuan and Maya Woye Juma. Now, I'm a Kunakoso. Look at Singapore today. T. Ebusa for Yesremo. Bill, no. You can't say. Maybe I must say, no, at this draft stage, no, perfect. There are a lot of issues I bet tight, come up. Now, more fundamentally, no, they are beyond the Canada. Come
Peace 104.3, Professor Joseph Osafo and Yatin Kana. We're wrapping up this morning's edition. In the meantime, Dr. Matilda Obenchire, baby, I will be my belated birthday wishes. Dr. Matilda Obenchire of the Akintina Piamenka University. Warm regards and belated birthday wishes from your dear husband, Mr. Chire. And then also to you, Patience Mate of Kaswa Polyclinic. Happy birthday, Patience Mate of Kaswa Polyclinic. It's from Dr. Sakite, Dr. Silas, and the entire team, as well as Nana One in Kaswa. Comedia. Ibijan is na yahe. Say eja parliament bochna. Nti after ochna no yabehe say etisayana. Anyway, Kwame, it is very normal for every human being to have a sexual attraction towards the opposite sex. But as soon as this attraction strays beyond the same sex and goes to animals or other inanimate objects, it becomes wrong and abnormal. Anyone claiming to have been born with it must admit that they've been born abnormal. Kwadwo Usu Ablekuma. Those insulting the coalition for LGBT, led by lawyer Akoto Ampao, should be circumspect. Because lawyers are speaking law, religious leaders are speaking religion. Kwadwo Edu Pako Achim assume. Well, I don't know if lawyer Akoto Ampao is saying that he's speaking for LGBT. Ebiana Mantiasi, but what Kakra Matiasi and say, Omo Pacho say, Yan Sanko have bill no mubium. Na any bibia a woman, and Sebi, a beboy as of mine. Well, I'll leave the discussion there for now. Any other issues, and then I'm gone. Ben, any other issues? And I am pong.
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm saying unemployment issues be a more debate and person make a some crazy.
To Nyanko.
Yes, because yes, youth unemployment issue no, a issue say you buy a niguswa a bit me a high as of my power. Any effort be a bay and I'm be a too now yet to me reduce the unemployment rate no or see two sanamon. And yet one of those things I'm saying. Us the usual MPP NDC.
And some of the bay
well
because already you know me who said my general secretary and then I would have John Boy do happy birthday wherever you are. I see graduate unemployment to blame NDC. NDC also say there be in your no crack. Ben to us.
Well, what the MPP NDC yeah, because say better than them. But at the end of the day, no data no so actually say. Say the one at the all can no no can say the all can no create because data no actually say under NDC time no now unemployment rate no very high among the youth no. President Kufuor time 208 now rate no number about 9.77. Omobesomu from 209 a jump call 10.6. President Mahama time cried say a Kosra from 10 acquire 11, 12, 13, 14 point about 19. And another MPP by because of interventions I diaba any programs I diaba any others need to know. We know say among the youth no rate no a drop from 14 no to around 8.7.
But it's still high.
Yes, it is.
Because Obibi shall say 8.7 of what actual number? 14 of what actual number? Because if it is 14 of X, 8.7 of what? It is still no 8.7 year high.
Yes, we know you're doing. We know you're doing. But say you compare no do you better. Percentage.
It's also me find your politics so.
Yes,
it's if who now compare.
The minister say you be compare.
And never compare.
Yes, because 8.7 no enya depa. But yeah na to say yes, General Secretary can ye blame NDC because a rate a omo be inherit here no. So omo the programs papa bi egu akwan mu perhaps it be far lower than where we are today. But unfortunately, you know, because of our time, loan kakramkoji or IMF near the idea freeze on public space, recruitment near the idea by Munintino. Ama backlog be good. This are baby back, not interventions be back. Not only also take care of Oma youth age I say Omunya Jumaye. But if they have to, we have to take care of almost backlog so the previous government ni jagu hona. Nama Ejumano aye diama the current government. That is why I made the statistics no kakra by man who say yes, okay rate e be to no ne ba bia dia be do sisiana. Again, ana ehihye na ye diagu akwan mu no. Eye ehihye papa na. Eti se metie sisi na mako new plan station akofo bus ze mpese me kokumase. Se driver no etu car no de nani e kire Kokrokoo kwan mu a. Me hu se da bi. Baby ade oni a kire die. I know yadi. However, me try came in who say yes. After 30 minutes or 1 hour, no, Odimia across in Sawum. After 1.5 hours, maybe Yadinam Kokrokoo. Then Okachem saw the Milku Kumasia. None the Kwanswan. Ocean interventions are by immediately and not backlog of Horintino. We had to bring in this NAPCO. And Okrano, you know me condemn say sorry no and your papa nyadi. But hey. I mean, my mommy used to tell me, say 1 is always better than 0. So, some creative fee now, when maybe your man even 700 stipends grana. I better than say or tiffy beyond experience. Now, the idea of being a honor or move brave so crano, and the opportunity of getting recruited by agencies are on your day. Uncoye a Juma homono. Okay, why interventions are the by health service. Nursing near a for allied service for now all those years and then DC not young for modumum. Ya be clear sa backlog ni na momudu dona ya for mo yaduma. Education free teachers buy any expansion buy into no now see engage extra teachers any non-teaching staff. Then one district, one factory. To me, if you say, no, never one of the major game changers. Say, you may need cost of bread. Now, ye increase your industrialization drive now. And them say a big critic in humano more at the aba.
Let's just say, baby.
Oh, yes. Say, Anamobiano, and I say, open to you take the first step. Tell me, ma, the analogy of that driver now, or the actually Kumasan. Okay, measures our dear, a good comuna, and hope for Hana. And I'm saying, say yes, because besides one district, one factory, ne others na ye create no. Okay, the environment ne so ye create. And enabling environment no, a support to job creation and yes. It's unfortunate say finance minister ekoshia students no UPSA for example a futu anko de koma omo ho no say otenachiri na utie a futu ni nyina nka eyepa na so no politics as usual you be taken out of context na ya be bubu no ayene basa because yes uhemu a brass say oman maybe prof no be take the lead no we need to change our mentality obi e ko school bia na dwen say me wie school na makwa akopɛ kala job bia but also check the statistics out there and almost those who have really made it omo ahe na ye obi adwuma your own boss who call worldwide you know unya bi no ye obi adwuma saa no so making very big and pen bebre no those are go into private sector omo try some baby uye bibi so normally enye a day and na de krono ebeba be o social story no beba you grow it kakra when you beba ho so no na waka koduru ba bia waka koduru itinka finance minister o hwe ba bia wote that's the position I occupy na o hwe o man sika sem so no who say space e wo public sector no enye encouraging therefore most of them mo say youth na mo be we school no mo just start thinking that mentality so be a we school na dream say me kwa kopa aban adwuma bi na ye e ho no space no enye big enough eti mo fa money enchire this direction
na ebisu ka se sasem no ka no sebe ne kwan so ano no namum enhihye ben ena mo de egu kwan mu
exactly
ama obi a opese oye ono ana adwuma no startups ne ade no eden kwan no befa so esan say it's easier said than done okay what can you yate namum if you more pay access to funding na ayasem more per capital ayasem obi se men kan say it hurts me as an economist who has done a lot of work in this area listening to politicians distorting figures on political grounds. Kwame, I don't know where the honorable is getting his figures from, but trust me, if you politicize unemployment figures, you can never solve the problem. With this kind of mindset, we are doomed.
And you be a chama or the correct figures now no one.
The on 5 figures be am remi. Me say still out the type.
On funny the number na me so me sure the source of data no ILO data on Google say if any of the figures are making here wrong or ILO for website.
Anyway, ne kwakra ne say ne so.
It ne kwakra ne say Chairman General Finance Minister o kan wan kan tra. O san kire ekwan a interventions are ban ediegu akwem like the Bantampa care and what have you, even the prevailing interest rates, is it not better than before? Okay, or no one cry or sell to Mabunophone. And private sector no, or Mubiana or Comubiana. The story no, a success story and I say, and yet story, Papa. It is a nipa say, I don't know, a choir our faso. I'm making of that big. No bananku too for say. A company ni. Inti yemfa ye ninchira ho mo a. Enka nye afutu bone. uko Bible mu kura say e kwan na ko damnation no e ye kese broad so nipa bebree no no mu then so it leads to nowhere.
Obviously, there's a lot being done at the Ghana Enterprise Agencies to support entrepreneurs and startups. It is under the Trade Ministry. Okay. Also the Bible now count here.
Can say?
Also Bible.
But a kwan na lead to enkwaje mu no.
Yeah.
Narrow. E kwan kitu ebi. I'm not surprised to say finance minister kire sa kwan kitu ebi na samanfo otu youth no for say this is the narrow path. However, ofa so a e ho na lead to enkwaje no. Nipa ni bebree ene no anya adwen. E ka de dikan no. Wajia tum say yes, this is the way to go no. Na fe what about the next step, that is the how. He said the okay ya no. Obatampa ke program ye ken. Oh say obi nso di another example about. Say who determine say yes, I want to go into this area. And also nche say easy. Unya no that easy. But say wo opepa no. Say me fast akwanya so a perhaps I can also make it out. Obehwehwe no who the how no. Eti the call on the youth no. Say yes. Abadwuma no ewo ho. Numbers no enye too more expectations. Private sector no so ewo ho. You created the neighboring environment as amount for do na expand beyond or 1D 1F you be so expand your businesses because cost of capital about from kakra. He's encouraging the youth no say omo ankasa so take omo destiny into their hands. Now ni na start of the brain the ideas say unya idea be say idea we so na me pese me ton and as a book na me pese me here we na me pese me ya. Now started doing the how now. That is just in the how. No, now where I'll be the financing. Difficult as it is, you know. Of course, so pursue maybe tomorrow also story will be a success story.
One day it will be your story. One day you'll find success. Ben Aye. Hey, that's not him. Ben Aye.
Debbie. Ohine different.
Ohine no sports authority. And now I don't know tourism.
Tourism, how baby.
Ben Ohini, I'm a kind of very warm, affable guy. Into the name Ben Aye Ohini be any.
There be media Kofi nation.
Ben Kofi Aye, former MP Upper Dinchra West, and hopeful for the Central Region as its chairman, because as a national chairman. Prof, yeah, that's his one of pay. And Pachano pay lecture, dear. Peace 104.3. It's almost 11 in the morning, and we're checking out on this morning's edition. Thank you for joining us by ear, voice, text, and eyes. No Srikwa. No Susumani Fasunada. Gunning for the next news broadcast at 12 with Kofi Kumbilson taking over your radio. Back again tomorrow morning, God willing. And treating you to keep your dreams and hopes alive is all you have. Leaving you with my favorite line in the Bible that I share with you every now and again, Numbers 6:24-26. Well, it says very simply, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And as always, yeah, I'm sure you know it's a tough word out there, don't you? And so when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.
FM.